Hello and welcome.
Today, we will take an in-depth look at the Omani Rial, which is an important part of the Middle East's economic structure and is considered one of the most valuable currencies. This video will cover not only the economic significance of the Omani Rial, but also its history, value, the economic power behind it, and its role in the global financial world.
1.
History of the Omani Rial. The origins of the Omani Rial trace back to the mid-20th century. Until the 1950s, Oman used the Indian rupee, but this changed due to the country's independence struggle and the desire to develop in economic policies. In 1970, following the ascension of Sultan Qaboos bin Said to the throne of Oman, rapid economic reforms were initiated. One of these reforms was the creation of a national currency. At that time, Oman had begun an economic rise due to oil discoveries, which led to the necessity of issuing its own currency. In 1970, the Omani Rial was officially introduced, marking a milestone that symbolized the country's economic independence. 2. Value and economic power of the Omani Rial. Today, the Omani Rial is considered one of the most valuable currencies in the world. One Omani Rial holds a high value compared to many other currencies. This is due to Oman's strong economy, especially the important role of its oil and natural gas reserves. Although Oman is not one of the largest oil producers in the world, its oil and gas resources form the foundation of its economic policies, helping to maintain the value of the rial. Another feature of the Omani Rial is its reliance on a fixed exchange rate system. The rial is pegged to the US dollar, with $1 being approximately equal to 0.38 Omani rials. This fixed exchange rate policy reflects the Omani government's efforts to ensure financial stability. The fixed rate also provides a safer economic environment for companies and investors engaged in foreign trade. 3. Effects of the fixed exchange rate system of the Omani Rial. The fixed exchange rate also significantly impacts Oman's foreign trade. The Omani Rial's peg to the US dollar provides predictability in international trade. As the US dollar is the most widely used currency in global trade, Oman's adherence to this system gives it a significant advantage in transactions with other countries. However, there are some challenges associated with the fixed exchange rate. Oman's foreign trade is heavily influenced by external factors. For example, fluctuations in oil prices directly impact the country's foreign exchange reserves and overall economic health. If oil prices drop, Oman's economy could be negatively affected. Despite such fluctuations, the Omani government has generally overcome these challenges with strong fiscal discipline and economic management. The role of the Omani Rial in the global financial system. The Omani Rial plays an important role not only in the domestic market but also in the global financial system. Dubai, one of the world's leading financial centres, is an important hub for the exchange of the Omani Rial. The rial is an essential part of trade in the Middle East and is used in many financial transactions in the region. Additionally, Oman's strong financial network worldwide has increased the international acceptance of the rial. Furthermore, Oman's financial markets are characterized by significant stability. The Omani government's economic management has earned trust both domestically and internationally. This trust has made the Omani Rial a key tool for international investors and global trade.
5.
Design and cultural significance of the Omani Rial. The design of the Omani Rial goes beyond just being an economic symbol. The Rial banknotes feature elements that reflect Oman's cultural heritage. The portrait of Sultan Qaboos bin Said is depicted on the notes, and various historical structures, cultural symbols, and natural beauties of Oman are highlighted through visuals. This has made the Omani Rial more than just a currency. It has become a symbol of Oman's national identity. The symbols on the banknotes and coins represent Oman's history, cultural values, and national heroes. These designs not only serve as a source of pride for the Omani people, but also show respect for the country's history. In this way, it strengthens both the economy and the national consciousness of the Omani people. The position of the Omani Rial in international trade and its future.
Today,
the Omani Rial is not only important within Oman, but also plays a significant role in regional trade. Moreover, it is also traded in the foreign exchange markets. However, the future of the Omani Rial depends on several factors. Since oil and natural gas revenues form the backbone of the country's economy, fluctuations in the prices of these resources can directly affect Oman's economic future. However, in recent years, Oman has been progressing towards a broader economic base through diversification policies. The Omani government has made significant investments to develop non-oil sectors. Agriculture, tourism, construction, and industry are emerging as key areas for Oman's future economic growth. These diversification efforts will help maintain the value of the Rial and ensure Oman's continued economic independence. Conclusion: the Omani Rial is much more than just a currency. It symbolises Oman's economic power, cultural identity, and international prestige. Playing a crucial role both in the domestic market and the global financial system, the Omani Rial maintains its value through strong economic management, a fixed exchange rate policy, and success in the oil and gas sector. In the future, with continued economic diversification policies, the Omani Rial will likely continue to strengthen, building upon a broader economic foundation.